Hello? But I got my camera back finally after all this time. I finally got it working again. I think we are good to go.
I need to talk to you, Captain.
Sure you do. I just need to check something. No. Which one of you needed to talk to me?
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help. Well, we'll see about that. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous. Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, with the family we once were. First, we go to Hayes. I'd buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury. Then we find my 2 lost travelers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a manticore showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap.
It's a way better plan than what I had. Because I can't get to where I need to go. And this is the closest I've ever been to getting to where I need to go. Right up there, man. Alright, so let's switch quest. Radio Free Monarch. Speak with information broker at Devil Speak. Yeah, I don't understand how to get there. I have to get there from over here. What the hell? How do I... go down this path? So go this way till I find the road.
Here they come! Yeah, the opposite direction of what's I'm facing. So this way. Huh? Here they come!
Get out of my way.
South here. Off the road and down this slope. We've got a decent trek ahead of us.
And we had it right.
Here they come!
What are we getting across?
These pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
Incoming!
So I'm at Fallbrook Crossroads right now. I need to go this way. Can't see which way I'm facing. That's Fallbrook.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
So I'm at Fallbrook, so I need to hang a left. This way. Seems simple enough.
Here they come! Nice hit! Ain't working. Too tough.
Where the hell did the body go? Why am I going so slow?
That's the last of them!
Oh. So we keep going.
Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending. I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option.
Get ready.
The caves back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
So this is the path.
Incoming! Path behind you!
Damn it. I should have never stopped for the loot.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
Plasma isn't working! Try something else! Take cover! We're not getting through! Got it!
Ah, shit! And I just got there. When was my last save point? Oh, thank God. It wasn't too far away.
I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge.
Don't
That's
stop.
one option. Others the slope up. The caves back east are safe. You can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
No! Incoming, Captain!
Here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too... Oh no. How the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
Incoming! Behind you! You're bleeding out!
can't. We'll see about that.
Everyone all right? Huh.
Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown. Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
Oh, this hurts my head. I hate headphones.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face the intercom. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, she hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple-berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast. No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment. The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that. Aside from you. You're here, and you're armed, aren't you? The feed's gone grainy, but it looks like you're packing deadly force. I know Nyoka is, for sure. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
I'm ready for something else. Pass that on.
Why is my controller disconnecting like that?
Come out and play.
What is going on? Why can't I? Why am I moving so slow?
That's the last of them, I think.
Oh, I think I over-encumbered myself, didn't I? Okay, time to start breaking shit down. Ultimatum Force, jeez, that looks awesome. What are the weapons? I think that's in need of repair. Okay, I can break that down. 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 Oh, that's higher level than that. Bring that down. 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 Alright, that looks good.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on in.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here? Ah yes, our little chat on the intercom. You're looking for the premier broker for all of Monarch, which you knew was me, clearly. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing Raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end. You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Sure. You know where to find me if you need me.
So I need to go here to Amber Heights. And here. And thank God I already traveled all this way. The looks of things, all the raiders are gone. Ouch. Nice. That's gotta be one hell of a glitch. So they're not enemies.
Only good marauder is a dead or dying one. Slick working there.
Nice, so I just skipped all the fighting. Oh, you know. So my tactic of running when you see enemies is working. Just avoid the larger ones and deal with the smaller ones.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please, take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
That paper they use makes excellent kindling, you know. If they ever get more, you ought to grab some.
What? Nyoka? That's why you wanted so many? You said you were just spreading the word. While you keep rude company, you're welcome all the same. We're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems. We make our own living here. Some of us hunt. Some of us scavenge the ruins left by the corporations when they abandoned us. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep. Oh, you've heard Graham's teachings. I'm so glad. He and Zora have done such a wonderful job spreading the light around this dark, dark planet. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be... The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Oh,
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the dead critters.
It ain't right.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
A Manta Queen.
Yeah, we felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the van...
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts. Stop. No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people. I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening. Surely?
Excuse me. I'm from Edgewater on Terra 2. If you'll pardon my saying, nobody I know's ever heard of you.
All the more reason to double down on our efforts.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower.
This might be tough.
Well, now I know I can't take them. Why am I all the way out here? I don't want to talk to you.
Well, hello, and welcome in it. Oh,
That paper they...
what? No.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the dead critters.
It ain't right.
Folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scat.
Yeah, we felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure.
Heard something's not
Incoming!
right. I'm gonna take a...
Yeah, that wasn't worth it. I have to kill them.
What was that? What was that?
Here they come!
Get past that armor.
Ah, shit! And I just killed him. Oh, man, I'm gonna have to go through all this again.
What was that? Something's not
Incoming!
right.
No, I'm not. Do I have to end all of them? Yeah, I do. Because I don't know.
Incoming!
I better
Really stupid guy. Fuck! Alright, so I guess we're good now. Map. I no longer have a thing to do there, so let's go here. Fast travel. Thank you. Why wasn't it letting me fast travel?
Whew. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
You'll get used to it. Give it 10 or 15 years.
ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
No, I mostly just drank and hunted. Could I get another advance?
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can...
You thought?
Clear my... Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
Oh. I suppose that means you aren't here for the salt tuna. Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. What can I do for you? You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, the plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach. Not long, but the devil and this. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting with the Bold 52, we won't need to advertise anymore. We can...
And you'll have a powerful app.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with... Do be careful. I've lost more than a few... Oh, and while... What can I do for you?
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps.
So he didn't give me an arms building key. What an idiot.
Incoming! That's the last of them!
Thank you. God.
Hello? Hello? I hear Boots out there. Wait, can Raps hear Boots? Get away! Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here and, now the door's locked. Little help? Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
Incoming!
Woohoo! Nice work!
you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect? No! Here, you can have this. Thanks a lot, lady.
Bit cartridge. Nice.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether.
I see the Iconoclasts have expanded their quarrel to include you. Ah, fractious bunch, aren't they?
Oh, hey!
Anyway, what can I do for you?
I have a viewer. Hi.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. Apparently not. Oh, perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat.
Yeah, he freaking sold his kidney.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else? Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as Graham and his followers would like to think, but rather with meticulous documentation. And the Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 is one of the most formidable pieces of data entry in all of Halcyon. One false stroke can invalidate the entire document.
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemption section.
For our part, a Bill of Liquidation/Transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea. It's definitely a firm middle finger.
Hello? Kinda, yeah. Oh, yeah, I can end the stream real quick. Okay. Alright.